Okay, we're out here with the Mustang toolbar. This is a Hillside toolbar that is being delivered out here in a couple of weeks, and it runs Mustang P51 CUEs, and we're just in that point where we can get in here and take a little look at what's going on inside. And I thought this might be a good opportunity for Stephanie and I to point out to you how the springs work and what all the components are in the nomenclature. So Stephanie, that's the spring right there and the housing right here pointing to the heavy-duty spring, and that moves up and down, and that's inside that steel housing. And just behind it you'll see where that plate is, where the weldment is, and the pivot shaft for the cross shaft. So the cross shaft is right here, and that's what it pivots around. And just below down there is the this is a bracket that holds the gyro weight if you do not want to run it, or if you want to pack more weight that's unsprung, then you can pack a gyro counterweight in that little tool holder there. The spindle holder, that retainer plate with the 6 total bolts on it, has a shim pack behind it right here. Yep. And that allows us to adjust the spindle back and forth and to finally hit the center dead on of the swiveling opener, so the opener is not loaded one way or the other. It's just looking right at the center line of the main chrome pivot shaft. And so that shaft is a 2-inch diameter shaft, and it's retained in about a 3-inch diameter housing, so we get a lot of structural strength down in there. That's the tool holder there, and this is called the shark's tail. And the shark's tail ties up the upper link to the tool holder itself, and that causes it to move in an imperfect parallelogram and allows the injector foot to move forward or back of the injection point. So as the opener begins to hit rocks and it pivots up and down, this injector foot actually tucks away inside of that shadow of the blade. Much like a turtle pulls his head in a shell, that injector foot gives us more protection in rocky soil conditions. Very unique design for the injection. And of course up here is the check valve holder, and those are made out of stainless steel. Recently we have changed the stainless steel there, and it's retained by a very heavy strain relief on the spiralite tubing. And then we run either 2 check valves or 1 check valve inside of that check valve holder, and we inject either 1 or 2 liquid products in 3-product injection. You can see the orifices and how they inject. This one's preset at about 7.5-inch banding depth, and we're actually assembling the opener to this 7x7 toolbar without the gyro counterweights installed, because they're about 95 pounds each. So it's a lot of hard work getting these mounted, and you don't need any extra weight. And so we add the gyro counterweights just to help it along a little bit more as we get it out the door, get to the field. Then we add the gyro counterweights. So in general, this is a big machine, and the guys have been out here setting it up with a 2KC Series 3 Weighmaster. This has a 3-inch pump. We have our 2 control units up here, our ECUs for the Deere unit that will be controlling this, a Deere Green Star. And these are bars that are built around a 7x7 construction, and they have swiveling wheels in the back that can handle about 10,000 pounds each. So this toolbar, when it's fully loaded, is a 40,000 pound toolbar, and it'll be available in either standard 34 feet is how it's going out, or it's also can go up to 50 feet. Moves in a parallelogram, very heavy parallelogram. 2KC Series 3 Weighmaster for the ammonia. Just getting it put together, and of course on the other side is the liquid system with the sparging reflow, and that particular system will allow us to inject micronutrients also, because this machine will have 2 extra liquid tanks on board for injecting micronutrients. Well, this is quite a project, Steph. You've been on this for 10 years now. You're the pioneer of Exactrix. What do you think?
It's an impressive system, that's for sure. A lot of technology involved.
And you put a lot of work into it, and some of the other guys and gals. And so we're ready to go to the field here in about another month and a half. So we'll go watch her run. All righty. Thanks, Alex.